Ah, another sunny day in the Canadian wilderness. Welcome back to another survival episode of Among Trees. So, I'm it's your boy Saber the Chief, and today we have now survived 3 weeks of surviving in the wilderness. So now I've been doing a couple of things off camera because if you remember the last time I was stuck at home uh, tending to the crops. I think it was I think it was turnip and red ruby. So yeah, man. So I was taking care of those crops, and sometimes maybe you might call it babysitting. I don't know, but today may be the time that we could harvest the delicious. So with that, let's take a look. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna have to say progress because I don't want to go through the situation where I have done a lot of things and none of the progress was saved. But anyway, once again, I want to take a little bit of time to admire how amazing the greenhouse is. Now, certainly is man-made, but also it blends with nature very well, especially if you see those little plants climbing across the walls and the roof. It you know it goes well hand in hand. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the harvest. So we got ruby beet. Now you can see that now while you harvest all of these goodies, you will also notice that we have we got some seeds. Hold on now. Right, we do not. Okay, so basically you can see that some of these seeds will be replanted. There you go. So that is how they're saved, they're stored. Now we got ivory turnip. Now will we have enough space? No, we won't. So that is why what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook them real nice. You know for sure we're gonna cook them real nice. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have to, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's cool. So that is basically, hold on, I've got something to work on with the inventory. Give me a moment and, oh yeah, right, let's see. Okay. So now as you can see, we have a new item equipped, and that is the ivory turnip. Enjoy the subtly sweet taste of this hearty vegetable. You can eat them raw, but they're more nutritious when cooked. So now you can see that we will have a lot of health boost. So once we have them cooked. So with that being said, we're gonna try our very first turnip, turnip curry. I wish I could know how it tastes like, but wait a minute. Wow, does take a lot of time and resources, don't they? Sweet. Alright, but surprisingly, it does take a lot more time and resources to cook them. Right? And with that being aside, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to collect these seeds. Now, the thing is, today we have a special task at hand, and we have, with very less amount of time, there is so much to do. First of all, for this specific adventure, I'm going to have to take my breakfast and lunch. Also, today is not the day we're going to babysit small crops. Today is something very, very serious. Now, like I said, we have survived for 3 weeks successfully in the Canadian wilderness, but now I'm getting alert. Word on the street is probably within on the 30th day or more, the season will change. We have a couple of blueprints that we still need to find and explore as we go through the woods. Now, the blueprints that we need are campfire, cooking pot, and a fishing rod. Now, there's something else that we should be alerted is that, like I said, we have been surviving for 21 straight days in the Canadian wilderness, and that also means on the 30th day, I'm not really sure on the weather forecast, but I've been hearing that on the 30th day onwards, seasons will change. So we're going to have a very less amount of time to go around the woods, and we're going to have to find where in the world are we going to find these blueprints. Like I said, the cooking pot, campfire, and fishing rod. Yeah, so now we can see that we have the tent and the compass. Now the tent is going to be very helpful especially when you're traveling in long distances. Now, so I can use the tent only 3 times before it gets worn out. So that means for 3 days, I can wander around the woods, explore many, many places where I wouldn't have the chance until now. Also to be noted, where we might have bears, but that is what it is. You know what? Alternative title is going to be um, with great rewards come great risk. Because this is exactly what's going on. Anyway, well, hello, Chichori. Well, I do know there is some use we can have with the Chichori flower. Now, by the way, I never heard of that flower before. I'm not sure what can we do with the flower, but I have a feeling that maybe we could do something with that. All right. Once again, you can see that the wildlife is at its peak right now, but it won't last for long. So before the 30th day, I'm going to have to explore as much as I can within the woods, and it's going to be a little bit painful because I have grown to attach myself in the woods, and saying goodbye is going to be a really hard thing to do. Unfortunately, I mean, as an adventure, just like the title says, I travel a lot, and I survive. I challenge myself by surviving in different various environments, and what a way to live. All right. My next destination to survive will be a little bit to the north, and by that time, it's going to be a lot colder. Now, on the contrary, as you can see, the sun is down, so this is a really good time to set camp. I'm going to have to pull up my tent. All right. Rotate with Q and E. All right. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope. Nice. All right then. Well, this is quite different. That apart from always sleeping in a cabin, we're gonna take shelter in the tent for a change. Also have to be very careful to see if there would be any bears around. So that's why this is gonna be a really good spot. And yeah, let's see what awaits for tomorrow. So until then, we're gonna take a quick nap, and I'll see you after that afterwards. It's another beautiful day in the woods. Good thing I got my breakfast. Okay, so now tear down tents. Sweet. Okay, so at least I have one slot left. Now, first of all, where am I going? So I'm right here, where you have the golden leaf tree. Of course, I've been there multiple times, but I need to search for more loot locations and where I could potentially find more blueprints. So my suspicion is, nah, I already found a blueprint here. So what if I could go right here? Now I'm gonna have to go where that lake is and turn left. Right. Wait a minute. That's cool. So it's funny that now that I don't need a beehive and I don't need honey, that's when the bees will be showing up. Did I just say bee twice? Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying, okay? When you don't want it, that's when it's gonna just gonna appear right out of the blue in front of you. I don't get it. It's always that kind of reverse psychology. So I think it's gonna be like, so sometimes if you want to have a high chance of finding something, you're just gonna have to pretend that you don't care, and then it's gonna show up. I don't know. Mother Nature can be confusing sometimes. But so wait. So we're supposed to have the lake a little bit to the front. See right here? All right. So I'm going to. Okay. So while we look for another loot location, so let's have a quick prep talk about the blueprints that we're looking for. So first is the campfire, which is a very handy tool as you go camping in the woods, because because you can see that I have collected a lot of crops, a lot of goodies, but they won't be very much helpful if I don't get to cook them. And that's where the campfire comes in. And also, I don't have to worry about a lot of inventory space that will be taken by those crops. So I'm gonna have to find a blueprint. That's a very good reason why I will need to find a blueprint. Moving on to the pan, the cooking pan. Now, just from the name of it, you would know that you cannot cook all these goodies without a pan, of course. So that also comes in very handy with the campfire. I mean, last but certainly not the least is a fishing rod. So yes, growing these crops in the greenhouse, it's a wonderful feeling. You would feel a sense of accomplishment when you know that you have overcome the the ongoing issue with food supply. But when it comes to having a balanced diet, you're gonna need a little bit of calcium and or protein. So that is why we're gonna have to go fishing. So that is another reason why we would need that blueprint for the fishing rod. Right. So I'm trying to go north. So that's where I'm gonna need my compass. Let's see. Oh, it's this way. Yeah, so I'm gonna go north. Right. That's the way. I like it. Alright, well I do not remember coming over here. This looks very unusual to me. Alright, I see we got a tall cliff over here, so I don't think there is any piece of land left to explore around here. I mean, you can't go any further north, so I'm gonna have to go. Oh yeah, so I was. Oh yeah, right. I was trying to go to the left, was I? Alright, so now we can see that as I keep wandering around these parts of the woods, I'm going to I'm going to see a lot more information on the map. But the one information I'm still looking for is where are the bears on the map? I don't see any of that. Yeah, man. So it kind of looks like the only time when they will show the bear on the map is if I would get gotten by the bear. I don't know. All right. So this is what it is. Right. Oh, another thing to mention about campfires is that unlike the cabin, I don't need sticks to when cooking the food, like any kind of food. So basically, when cooking my meal, I don't need sticks because the campfire does the burning. That saves a lot of time and frustration to get to get the kind of fuel I will need to cook up my food, and that is quite it's quite a relief. All right, now I don't remember coming on to this kind of land. Surely you can see that there is a lot of space, empty space, and that means wait, what's this? I guess this place is really affected by the summer. Oh yeah, sun is down. Yeah, so with this a vast space of land. Hold on, where am I on the map? Right about there. Okay, so I guess this is a really nice spot to once again pull up my tents. Um, right. Okay, so wow, this actually looks nice. All right, so once again we're going to take a quick nap, and let's see where we're going to go next. Until then, good night. Wait. Ah, dang it. So what am I going to do now? I mean, it is sunset. Hold on. Can I? I don't think there's a possibility of climbing on one of these mountains. That'd be cool. Oh look, we got a little bit of that blue light. Yep, now we're gonna take a rest. Wait until night time. God. Really? Really? Alright, I get it. You see the top right corner? We have to wait until that symbol changes to the moon, the crescent moon. Also, now we can sleep. Okay, so now, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this is going to be a really cool thumbnail, so I'm going to have to move my mouse a little bit like this and screenshot. Perfect. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna use this tent. So I'm gonna have to be very cautious of where I'll be going. Once again, this is, whoa, wait. Alright, yeah, I do remember seeing these kind of trees. These are very rare. It's much more unique, not like the usual kind of pine trees that we would be seeing. This is nice. This is great. Still, I'll be wondering, where am I going from here? So, where is the loot location? Not protected by the bear though. Where can I find one of those? So this is a race against time. Now we have only a week left. You know, like that somebody would be saying on the phone, 7 days. Yeah, man. We have a very less amount of time looking for these blueprints. Just 3 blueprints, and it could be anywhere. Unfortunately, my one suspicion is definitely in one of those loot locations protected by the bear. He chased me down just about last time, or maybe before. Come to think of it, that is the first time, that is where I saw the bear for the first time. And now that I'm thinking more about it, I'm starting to get a little bit paranoia, and even the flapping of the birds, they, they spook me sometimes. That's not good. So where am I on the map again? Whoa. Obviously, there isn't anything out of the ordinary over here, except that we are on the very edge of the map. So again, I would keep saying this, but having a tent in your inventory is a big favor, because I wouldn't be able to walk around these parts of the wood knowing how extremely far away it is from the cabin. So that is why having one of these is very helpful. However, this is going to be the last time I'm going to use the tent. Just one more time, and the next thing in the morning is you would notice that the tents will either be crumbled, or it would be in a really bad state, a really messed up state where you cannot set it up again. So I'm gonna have to make the most of it. And so yeah, so we're gonna go back home, but whilst on my way, why not take a few steps and search for another loot location? All right. Okay, now if I remember, this is where I saw bear, another bear spawning. Oh wait, oh, we are way too far from it. All right. I'm also gonna have to keep a constant eye on literally the eye symbol, which is the only indication that we are we we are in the bear's territory. Right now, I don't think it's anywhere around here, especially not in a place like this. A lot of open air, a lot of open space. You know what? Another straight shot, because if you've been following me on my journey so far, you would know how much I'm a sucker for great graphics and immersive look of any environment that I'm challenged to survive. I really would love taking these kind of screenshots. I mean, look at it. It's not that I'm gonna be here every day to take it all in a view like this. Also, noticing how the birds fly up here, that adds to the view. That's a great view. So where am I now? Okay, I guess I'm getting a little bit closer to that to the bear territory. And once again, I'm not seeing any. I don't see any loot. I'm assuming the bear territory would be somewhere around this spot because that's where I got the eye symbol. But considering I'm here, maybe I can cross about another two more mountains. Not really tall ones, maybe just two more. So now that another day has been passed by and we are still on the lookout for blueprints, and well, that's tough luck so far. We're not finding any of them, not yet. And very soon I'm gonna have to set up the tents one more time. Now, speaking of tents, one huge question I have in mind, will I be able to save progress from the tent? I'm having a funny feeling because as soon as I ask that question, it's funny that when you think you don't know the answer, and when you ask that question, and then you be like, wait a minute, oh, I know the answer. It's no. Progress won't be saved just by sleeping in the tents. Alright, so might as well set up tents one more time, and then the next day, we're going straight home. Not to worry, guys. But today, this is actually a very productive day, even though things haven't gone in my way. Because first of all, food supply is at its peak right now. So we finally overcome the shortage of food. And now I guess business is booming. I mean, survival. Another thing to mention is there is so much we have traveled around in the woods, and it wouldn't be possible without the tent. So big thanks to the tent, and massive props to myself for being able to find those blueprints that are necessary to have these tents. So with that being said, we're going to use this tent one more time. Again, wait until nighttime. Oh, wait a minute, I'm starving. I didn't know that. It's funny that I've been here in the woods for more than 3 weeks and I still don't know the name of some of these mushrooms and berries. So if you want to see if it's true, okay, so this one's the button mushroom. Yep, I got that right. Then the kind of the the beets, ruby beets. Yep, I got that correct. Then what kind of food is the yellow thing over there? Honestly, I don't know the name of it, so let's see what it is. Golden chanterelle. Only if I pronounce that well. Wait a minute, I'm freezing. Oh. Okay, good night. Yep. There you have it, guys. The tent is gone. And it's high time that I will have to make my way back home. Oh, it's raining. Okay, I don't want to mess around and find out to see where is Okay, it's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. Let me see the map one more time. Oh, right. Oh, sweet piece. Okay, we're safe here. Okay, that's a relief. So yeah, man, we're just gonna go around the place because if I believe this is where the territory is, and obviously, wait, I forgot my breakfast. Okay, so now as I am running my way home, being completely hydrated with rainwater, this is a good time to conclude today's Let's Play of Among Trees. So I'm going to have to go back home and re-evaluate my strategy on how am I going to find blueprints. But right now, I'm going to have to go back home. My stamina is killing me right now. So before I wind this up, I'm going to save progress just one more time. And once again, I would like to say thank you guys so much for tuning into my videos and for being entertained by the soothingness of the Canadian wilderness. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on the bell for notifications so that you wouldn't miss a single thing from yours truly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take it easy.